Flooding. Reuben Abati reacts as wives of the All Progressive Congress presidential candidate visit Benue with NAF plane. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Amid the ongoing public outrage that has greeted reports that the wives of the All Progressives Congress APC presidential candidates Senator Remi Tinubu and Hajiya Nana Shettima'S visited flood victims in Benue State on board a Nigerian Airforce NAF jet. Veteran political analyst and broadcaster Dr. Reuben Abati has come out to share his thoughts on the development. For those who are not aware, on Tuesday, October 24th, 2022, reports filtered into the media space indicating that Senator Remi Tinubu and Hajiya Shettima'S led the team of the All Progressive Congress women to Benue to donate relief items and money to several families affected by the ongoing flood disaster. Footage making the rounds on social media shows the women disembarking from a plane belonging to the Nigerian Air Force. Reacting to the outrage that greeted the video clip during a session of Outrage Television's The Morning Show on Tuesday, Dr. Abati pointed out that while the facts surrounding how the women procured the plane for their use, it must be noted. However, that it is possible to rent a jet from the NAF, adding that he knows there have been arrangements in the past when presidents of other countries paid money to hire planes from the Nigerian Air Force. He went on to ask if the women paid for the use of a craft, adding that if there were no payments from the All Progressive Congress women to make use of the aircraft for the trip to Benue State, then the public outrage is justified. Going further, Dr. Abati asked if the wives of other presidential candidates would be allowed by the NAF to have access to the plane from its fleet, should they also decide to visit flood victims as well. Dr. Reuben, may you live long. May you live long. Because this is what I want to ask. I don't have a problem with it. If they like, so far they paid for it. No problem. Cause see problem, there's no issue, no one. But if at the end of the day, and the way they had the opportunity to easily lay their hands on the plane, I hope it's going to be made available to other political parties as well. That is the question of the day. So let's keep watching. Let's keep watching. They have started crossing their boundaries without winning election, and I wonder how it will be when it happens. They will use Nigeria's security property like rags. I maybe come and leave me now. This laugh within my chest, I don't want to laugh out. Nigerians never see anything. Tinubu and his family will pocket Nigeria just as they pocket Lagos State. Nigeria will turn to their personal estate rather, if may God never allow him, if eventually he grabs Aso Rock State. Okay. Journalists are writing nonsense. The both women are representative of the First Lady, Aisha Buhari, but I stop this hypocrisy as a journalist. I don't understand. What it consigns say na First Lady and consigns say then use our NAF plane, because I don't see the correlation. And so she's the First Lady, so it gives her the right to use NAF. Do you know what NAF means? Okay, maybe some people did not know. Let me say it. It means Nigerian Air Force, the plane. Do you understand? So what we are saying here is, hope as they give them the, whether they paid for it to, most especially if they paid for it, number one. Then number two is, if they are going to able to give this same, privilege, if other political party members say, okay, let us also go and see the flood victims in various states, I hope they're going to grant them that particular request. My own is, if they cannot, as far as, others will have, privilege to have it at Jabek and Colors, of course. Don't mind the ransom, they only saw the aircraft, but not the good gesture to assuage the flood of the sufferings of flood victims. So there are no private jet companies in Nigeria to rent. Exactly. Thank you for this comment. A plane from political candidate decided to use a plane being funded by taxpayers' money. Abi? It is absolutely. So there are no private jets companies in Nigeria to rent a plane from. Political candidate decided to use a plane being funded by taxpayers' money. Abi? It is absolutely and constitutionally wrong for political candidates to use the presidential plane for their own private errands. And that is when the issue of paying becomes in, and that is where the issue of allowing it to be available for rent, because that is where my own is their use and no problem. Shubon, if they no pay, Nigeria will look them with corner eye. And if the others now want to say, okay, the way NAF use loan this particular people, make them loan another presidential political party members. I hope say it will be the same thing. Are you now a party? You are a poor author, you will allow sentiments to rule over you. I don't understand. It's dumb but big. You cannot rent a military jet to do your personal errands. Know how you want TikTok. Okay. Plus, okay. APC has started to pocket Nigerians as Tinubu pocket Lagos without winning the election. Yet, how on earth shall you use the national property for personal use? What a nonsense. Well, were consequential. Hey, all these things, I'm glad it is happening pre-election. Like I said, this election will open my eyes to know the percentage of people who are actually normal. Our mental, as in capacity, they on point. They checked. Yes, now. Because with everything happening, before the election, with all the, speeches that is going from left to right and right to left, with all the falling, with all the, many talk where we say you can't make things out from, and you still vote for the one that is not right. Okay, I know good talk. They do not have a thin line between personal and public, or personal or public account. She's not yet first lady, and she's commanding and junketing with military aircraft. God will stop Tinubu from owning this country. Okay. Bro, God will save us from APC government. All our national assets had become their personal property. Still, no one is given any information of this to the public until it happens by chance. There is only but a little time before all this comes to an end. How will it happen? Make when I get in a PVC ready. Do not even come outside and rant too much. Make when I take an annoyance to the polls. Senator Tinubu is a 7th senator and a member of the Defense Committee in the National Assembly. So she's not just the wife of a presidential candidate, but the 7th senator. So what is your point? Not be taxpayers more than they pay our salary. Have you kidding? What was this one saying? Bros, I don't want vex. So be sincere. And let's be rational in our comments now. Now our money that they pay this woman's salary. So then go still pay her salary. Both for the one we should do and the one we should not do. Then she will come and say, I can't use tax. No, I beg. Let us be very, very rational in commenting. This is wrong. But like I say, we are going to get our eyes off it. If number one, she paid. Number two, if they're able to lease it out or give it, if they give her for free, they should also start giving it us for free, and let us see how mad everybody can be. Alright, so in this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.